Hey there, good morning, VC. Just woke up. I'm making this reply video to Donald Rocks asking to show some imports. I pulled out some imports. These are definitely not all my imports. I have a lot, but I just pulled out stuff that I thought was kind of interesting. I'm going to say which country it's from when I get to it. First, John Cooper Clarke, Gimmicks. Let me move this light back a bit for 1 second. And this is a UK import. It's a shaped record, and it's also on colored vinyl. Yeah, it's kind of shaped like a triangle or a guitar pick, and yeah, it's orange vinyl shaped, UK pressing. Yeah, I thought that was definitely interesting. I think I got this from a private collector. I paid like $8 for it. I think that was a while ago though. Oh, Germany now. German import of Ooh La La by The Faces. This one has the movable cover where you push it down and it makes the guy talk. I'm talking, whoa. But, no poster with this, but, it does have the gatefold, if I could remember where it is. Yeah, that's the gatefold. And, yeah, here's the disc. Pretty good condition. Pretty decent album, too. I like the small faces better than the faces, but, you know, they're not bad, so if you find it, I would recommend it. Now we're getting into the Netherlands. Here's a mint disc. The cover's like, it has this weird stuff on it. But it's a really nice copy, 2112 by Rush from the Netherlands. Really glossy. Kind of new condition. The disc on it is just beautiful condition. It's a near mint disc. Yeah, I was really glad to get this. I think I got this from a yard sale. Probably almost a year ago now. And yeah, this was like $6. The Faces one I think was like $4 or $6. I can't remember. I know this one came from one of my store's dollar bins. This is also Netherlands. The Best of Procol Harum. I always thought this was kind of funny when I got it because the one song they're really remembered for is A Whiter Shade of Pale, but on this Best Of album, there's no Whiter Shade of Pale. It's not necessarily a good Best Of album, but there's some pretty good moments on here. Hamburg, which it sounds so much like A Whiter Shade of Pale. Schwandered Through the Garden Fence, Magdalene by Regal Zonophone, Conquistador. There's some pretty decent songs on here. Yeah, it's a Netherlands pressing on Stateside Records. I don't think I've really gotten around to listening to side 2. It's just I knew some of the songs on here offhand. But, yeah, it's not really that good of a best of album. Let's see. Ooh, another Netherlands. I think this is Best of Rare Earth. This one I'd consider a best of because it actually has some really good songs on it. I remember I got this from the flea market for $1. It's a pretty good copy. Yeah, a lot of these have the sleeves like this where it's cut and only one side. Yeah. I should have pulled out my Netherlands copy of Wild Cherry's first album because that would have been good to pull out. But yeah, it's over there. I just don't want to pull it out right now. What's this? Okay. Beatles, Please Please Me, a mono 4th printing, which that would be, I think, summer of 1963 to December of 1963. It's an early press, but it's not a first press. It's still from 1963, which is still a really good find. I paid like $24 for this on eBay. And the disc on it just plays amazing. I just keep it in this one because it didn't come with an Emitech sleeve. It just had a standard UK sleeve. And, yeah, I just want to protect it. Here's another UK. I don't know why I already have the disc out. But, remember the Yardbirds. This is Yardbirds compilation album from the 1970s. I got this from one of my record collecting friends for like $4, I think, or $3. It's really nice condition. But, yeah, disc is pretty good too. It's just rechanneled for stereo, so I would much prefer if it had the original mono mixes, but you know, you can't go wrong with the Yardbirds. This has their stuff pre-Jimmy Page era, so I think it's their stuff from 63 to 66, I believe. Now Canada. Simon & Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. I know I found this at a thrift store for $1 about a year ago. Disc on this and the cover on it is just pretty much mint. Look at the disc. It's just very pretty disc. I really like listening to this copy because it's it's a great listening experience, because generally when I find this, it's a beat up album, and generally when I find it, it's a quiet album, so it'll have a lot of background noise, but this one just plays really nice. Now we're getting into Germany. Uriah Heep, very heavy, very humble. You're supposed to say it with a Scottish accent, I think, or British or something. I'm bad at doing accents. But yeah, I remember I got this from a yard sale about last year. All of the dude's records were a quarter, and I only had like $2 or $3 on me, which was enough to get the albums that I wanted. I'm really glad to find this from Germany. I already have the U.S. pressing, but the German pressing is on the Vertigo label. I really love the Vertigo label. It matches the music that's on here. And if you don't have this album, I would highly recommend it. I'm controlling your mind. I'm getting into your mind. But, yeah, I've always really loved the Vertigo label. I think it's one of those labels that just about everyone collects. They also had really good artists. I know they had Rod Stewart, Uriah Heep, Black Sabbath. Probably missing a bunch of people. But, you know, there's some pretty good artists on Vertigo. So if you don't have Uriah Heep's debut album, I would definitely recommend getting it. Really great album. German, Straight Up by Badfinger. I got this from the flea market probably 2 or 3 years ago now. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I don't think it was more than a few dollars, because it's cover has water damage. The disc is really nice. Yeah, there's water damage on the cover, like not really noticeable. It just bubbles up. Yeah, I'd expect it to be more laminated, but it's not really that laminated. Here's the disc. Not too bad. It plays well. Yeah, I have a lot of these German Apple records. I always come across them. They're fairly easy to find. I'm getting into some different ones. This one's definitely strange. I'd like to say this is a Venezuelan. Ecuador. Ecuador pressing of a Diana Ross album. I don't know what the name of the album is, but it has Do You Know Where You're Going To? I thought it took a little time, but today I fell in love. Love Hangover, Kiss Me Now, You're Good, My Child. One Love in My Lifetime, Ain't Nothing But a Maybe, After You, and Smile. Definitely a strange one. I don't even remember where I got this. I don't like Diana Ross that much. It has a really strange looking Motown label. But yeah, it's a Ecuador press. Not something you see every day. Here's another strange one. Eric Burdon Declares War. I think this is from Colombia. Yeah, not in the best shape. I remember I got this from a stack of records that one of my mom's friends' husbands was selling. And I left with a stack, and I gave him like $10 for it, so I don't think I paid more than $1 for this. But it's still really cool to have. Not one that you see every day from Colombia. This one's from France, and if you get offended by nudity, then turn away. Telephone. This is a French pressing of Telephone. And it's a single and has 2 songs on it. Let me try my best to pronounce this. Le Baume Humain and Jesus Pate de Jes Mes Parents. Which I think it's The Human Bomb and I Have No Parents or something like that. And yeah, the cover, it has a little die cut so that you could have the phone in there, and it also works as a normal LP cover. It's on red vinyl and it's shaped like a telephone. Yeah, yeah, definitely strange. I think I paid like $12 for this, but you know, it's worth it. It's not something I listen to too much, but you know, it's cool to have. I mean, not every day you come across French records that look like phones. You're being stubborn. I hate putting this one away. It's just, I need to get it a better cover. What's this? Taiwan now. Spirits, the family that plays together. Yeah, oh, it opens on this side. But yeah, it's on black vinyl. Pretty good condition. I think I got this for $1 a few years ago. Another French one, the Rolling Stones Miss You. This one is on this very nice pink vinyl. It has a nice remix of Miss You by the Rolling Stones. And the B-side, Far Away Eyes. That's just the standard mix. There's no remix to it. But still, it's really good. I should probably pull this out because I want to show how the back looks too. I think I paid like $10 for that 2 years ago. Jamaican pressing of Rastaman Vibration by Bob Marley and the Wailers. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like crap. But, you know, it's a cool Jamaican pressing. And the cover says, this album jacket is great for cleaning herb. So if you ever need to clean any pot or something, and you have this album, then this album will, like, do you well, I guess. Yeah, it has the inner sleeve to Exodus, strangely enough. And, really strange Tough Gong label there. Covered in scratches, it doesn't play that well. But, you know, I got this in a box of free records because I remember about a year and a half ago my friend called me saying that his neighbor was moving and that he threw away like 3 boxes of records. He doesn't collect records, so he gave me the boxes, and most of it was just crappy music. Like, I shouldn't say crappy because everyone has their own taste, but it was just a bunch of like Spanish music from the 60s. And that stuff I'd really listen to, so I donated most of it to Goodwill. But there was some good stuff in there. This is the final record. It's Taiwanese also. The Righteous Brothers, Soul and Inspiration, Volume 3. I think I got this in a dollar bin too. It's on this very nice red vinyl. Yeah, so that's all. Let me know what you thought of those imports, and if I should do another video showcasing some other imports or stuff. So thank you guys for watching.